What's up, guys? Good to see you. Welcome to today's video. I'm with my boy Jake Herning.
Yeah, buddy.
AKA Keto Quad. So today is day 9 of the 21-day Keto Quest Challenge, and I'm feeling really good. So for any of you who want to try the 21-day Keto Quest Challenge, click the link in the description below. We give you everything you need. And of course, it's free. So we are starting off this morning, as usual, with a keto coffee. Cheers, my friend.
Yeah, bro.
So I've been able to spend a lot of good quality time with Jake, and we've had some very deep discussions. Anytime I'm around this guy, there's so much to learn, so much to reflect on in my own life. And he brought up a very important message that we talked about last night on acceptance. So I want you to kind of share, that message with these people.
Yeah, I'd say my injury, when I was first injured, my biggest thing I had to learn was acceptance. Mm-hmm. And that's not acceptance of this is how it's going to be forever, like failure. It's acceptance of this is where I'm at, this is the chapter I'm in, and I can move forward from here. Mm-hmm. And that's something that's really carried out after that, my injury, like in everything. So like rugby, accepting that I'm not the best right off the bat, accepting that I'm going to have to learn, doing keto, accepting that sometimes I'm going to mess up.
Yeah.
Like that's just, it's going to happen.
It's not going to be perfect.
Yeah. And just accepting it, that that's what's happening right now, or that's what's happened. And I'm okay with that, and I can move forward.
Yeah, and I think the opposite of acceptance is denial.
Yeah, exactly.
And that gets you absolutely nowhere. And it just kind of paints this false reality. And so it's a very powerful thing. I just think, acceptance allows you to kind of put yourself in a position to grow.
Yeah.
To get better, to be humble, and to say like, hey, listen, this is a shitty situation, but I'm going to accept it. I'm going to man up about it. I'm going to do everything I can to, get myself out of it and make the best of it.
Right. Exactly. Dude.
And just be happy.
Yeah.
Because the opposite, like you said, you could have taken your injury as a death sentence. And it wasn't.
Been in denial about it.
And been in denial about it the whole way through. So it's a very powerful message. So thanks for sharing that with us, bro.
Of course, brother.
So now we are waiting for Keto Chef Max.
Yeah, baby. I'm excited to meet him, man.
Yeah, he's the man. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Look at the little baby. Look at daddy's little baby Lolo bear. All right, so I'm gonna give my wife Carly a little bit of a shout out. She's the queen of do-it-yourself. So before, this was just kind of all gross grass.
The sod had died, so it was just mud, basically.
Yeah.
A pile of mud.
You decided to do something about it?
Yeah, because every time I'd sit back here, it was like you're just sinking in mud.
Yeah, and you even mulched the tree. You want to tell everybody how much of a help I've been?
Such a help. He's moved bags from the trunk to the backyard, so I'll give him that.
All right, so let's have some fun while we wait. We're going to answer a few questions from you awesome people from the Instagram. Ryan Kincaid says, what country would you most like to visit and why?
Country? Japan.
Japan is a great one. I got to admit, Japan is my answer as well. I just think it's such a difference in culture.
Yeah.
And I just kind of want to experience as many different things as possible. Obviously, I've heard tons of awesome things about it as well. I wonder how hard it would be to do keto in Japan. Let's go find out, bro. Let's do a meetup in Japan.
Okay.
Nmasa94 asks, if you had to eat the same keto meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Prime rib, Brussels sprouts, butter.
Nice. Mine's going to be kind of the same. It would be steak and tomato mozzarella salad.
Yeah. No specific steak?
I'm not really specific on the steak. I mean, I like ribeye, but I'm cool with sirloin, filet. I don't really... Anything's fine. Not interested. So I usually never answer this, but I'm going to answer this question. GRK M. Duran says, have you ever used steroids, man? If yes, are you using at the moment? Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that. The answer is I've never done steroids. I never will do steroids. I don't have anything against people who do them for competitions and things like that, so it's not like I'm a judgmental person. I just feel it's not necessary for me and my goals. I've never been willing to take the risk. Have I thought about doing them? Of course I have. Anybody in the fitness industry at a level I was at, especially with competing, has thought about doing it. And it's like one of those things where my competition career, it was kind of sad because I just said, listen, I stand no chance unless I do.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucked because it took a lot of the fun out of competitions.
Yeah, that was me too, man.
Yeah.
You do a show and you find out everybody was using, and you're like, oh.
Dude, I'll never forget my first show. I'm very genetically blessed. Like, I'm gifted. I'll be the first one to admit that, but I work my ass off. So right when Men's Physique started, I was like, I'm going to go destroy the whole lineup. Like, you just can't mess with me, man. Like, there's no chance, dude. Mm-hmm. And I remember getting to the show thinking, holy cow. It was my first, like, realization that I was way out of my league and I had a lot to learn, and I didn't know these dudes with like their huge shoulder caps and like they're dry. I remember seeing like paper thin skin, and I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And that's kind of immediately turned me off. But like I said, I'm not talking shit on anybody who does. To each their own. Just for me and my personal goals, especially now that I'm 37 years old, like I'm just more into staying in good shape, good enough shape for me, feeling good, having energy, and overall just being healthy. Okay, Hector Barahona says, what has been the biggest challenge being on keto? I know mine. Mine is the loss in strength. Not that it matters that much to me. Like, I'm not an ego lifter. I'm not a power lifter. But it was one of those things when I first started keto that bothered me the most, was that I wasn't as strong. Like, carbs make you strong. They're like jet fuel. The problem is they make you fat as well. It took a little time for me to get over that. There is a trade-off. You lose strength, but you do gain endurance, which I did appreciate. But it's always something that kind of is in the back of my head, you know, especially when I'm doing things like bench press. I'm like, shit, man, I used to be able to throw up 275, like, no problem, which is a lot for me. I only weigh 150 pounds. Now, I won't even attempt 275.
Do you feel like you've never gained that strength back?
I haven't really fully. I mean, dude, there's something about throwing a bunch of carbs. It's like, that's why I feel like people say you need carbs to build muscles, because you feel so much stronger. I gained a little bit of it back. Like, I didn't totally, my body adapted a little bit, but nowhere near the levels of when I was running high carbs.
Crazy. I think the hardest thing was social, like that social aspect was the hardest for sure. Like, everybody constantly like, oh, that's a fad, and then you have to explain yourself, and then you have to like, and then now it's like, they're like, oh, you do keto? I was like, yep, I do keto, and it's like, I just. And
like feeling like you're alienating family members especially.
Yeah.
Like trying to not make people feel bad about not doing keto all the time.
Yeah. It's hard. Luckily, I have a family member who does it with me.
Yeah. And
she's like full board.
Yeah.
So every holiday, she's always like, oh, we got keto options. And
that's cool.
You know,
that always helps.
Super great.
Hey, Max is here. Yo, I like the shirt, bro.
All right, Keto Quest.
Looking studly.
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Good, Max.
Jake.
Nice to meet you, Jake.
Nice to meet you, man.
My two favorite people in one video. Yes, sir, boys.
Adios.
Later.
Send it.
Send it.
I'm gonna get huge, bro.
Yeah, we got fast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
hey.
oh.
Leg spasm. Get in
There you
there.
go, baby. There it is.
20 minutes later.
You guys take carbon out? I don't think.
Oh!
Boop.
Like a boss. There you go. Hey. House of Gains. Jake, House of Gains. Hey, my boys, what's up?
Hey, Joey.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
How you been, bro? What's up, man?
I wanted to meet someone.
Good to see you.
This is my job.
Hey, I'm Jason. Nice to meet you, bro. All right, so you're making the transition from the everyday chair to the murder ball chair,
Yeah, buddy.
which is so badass. It's like Mad Max style.
Right.
So tell me some features, tell me some cool things about that. Obviously, it's indestructible.
Yes, indestructible. It's completely aluminum, so it won't rust. It will bend though, which we just found out I bent my wheel. But it's a good tournament. But the wheels on it are way more cambered than this chair, you can see.
Yeah.
So you don't flip it.
And you sit lower, so you're obviously more stable.
Sit lower, more stable.
Higher backrest.
Higher back. I'll strap myself in. Waist, chest, legs, everything, so I'm one with the chair.
And how much does a chair like this cost?
It's about anywhere from like 4 to 8. And if you get a titanium,
800 or 8,000? Yeah, that's crazy.
And if you get a titanium, it's double that. So like 16.
$4,000 to $8,000 for this thing right here.
And it's completely customized too. So everything that's built on it is customized for the length of my body, like how I want to sit. It's not super pretty, but it works.
Dude, I must tell you, the level of shoulder shreds and definition during that transition was epic on a whole nother
Insane.
level. Insane, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
My man.
Ah.
All right, that's a wrap on that workout, Jake. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, brother.
You're an inspiration, 100% badass.
Yeah, baby. You too, man.
We worked up an appetite. Max?
Yeah, now we're about to go get some food.
Yeah, so next time you guys see us, we're gonna be sitting in front of a beautiful plate of food. And post-workout meal. So what we've got here is some chicken thighs cooked in a cast iron skillet and butter. We've got some Caribbean seasoning on top of that. You like the chicken thighs, eh?
Oh, good, man. Real good.
Good stuff. And then if you saw yesterday's video, Jake and I went to Buc-ee's and got some of these, what is this, pork and beef dry cured sausage. When I was a kid, my grandma always used to make cottage cheese with tomatoes, so I'm paying homage to her. We are having that. We've got these different kind of seasonal tomatoes here. Each one has a different flavor, which is cool. And then once we are done with this meal, I am gonna be having some berries. We've got blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries.
1 hour later.
Let's talk about CBD oil. Okay, so this is kind of a controversial thing. I don't know why I feel a little bit strange about talking about this, but
Yeah.
part of my post-workout routine for the past 3 weeks has been the inclusion of CBD oil, and I've noticed a huge difference. I'm going to kind of explain, I'm just gonna be truthful with you guys here. I've been hit up by CBD companies like crazy for the past few months, and I always declined just because a lot of them seemed a little bit shady. I vetted a few and they didn't really, I had a bad feeling about it, you know, but I was really genuinely curious about the product and I wanted to try it. Then this company here called Premium Jane hit me up and I did a lot of research on them. They sent me a ton of marketing material and I finally said, hey, listen, I'd love to try your product. They kindly asked that if I liked it, I would share it with you guys. So they sent me the product for free. And I didn't want to just, hey guys, try CBD. I took the time to actually try it and see if it was really, the hype was real. And it really is, man. I've noticed a big improvement in my joints. muscle recovery, and generally I know it helps a lot with inflammation. And Jake and I were talking last night. I was like, hey man, have you ever taken CBD oil? And he kind of shared with me what it's done for you as a quadriplegic.
Yeah. I mean, it's CBD oil has definitely helped with like nerve pain, which is a big one for a lot of quads, and then also joint pains.
Yep.
Just kind of like being able to relax, because I know I get a lot of tension in my shoulders.
Yeah, it's good for anxiety too.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who use it for anxiety.
Yeah, me as well. Post-traumatic stress disorder, a lot of those kind of things. It has so many uses. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I took some stuff actually on the way down when I was driving to the airport, and I was like in traffic, and usually I'm like stressed out. And I was like chill. I was like, whoa, I think this stuff's actually like doing some good.
It makes me, because I was taking it, I'm like, man, this is like, in the beginning, I was like, this has got to be placebo. But to know somebody with a medical condition like you being a quadriplegic, finding a benefit of it makes me really, truly, I'm like, okay, like a stamp of approval.
Right.
Like if it's working for you, then I know it's got benefits for me as well. And I'm going to continue taking it. It's very affordable. I'm actually going to put a link to the Premium Jane product in the description of this video. I wish I had a discount code for you. Maybe I'll reach back out to them and see if I can find a discount code. Either way, this stuff is worth every penny. If you're curious to try it, do it. There is no like psychological effect of it. It's not like it's not like smoking pot. I know that's kind of like the stigma. And I think CBD oil is going to be here to stay. It's just a matter of the educational component coming out, people separating the pot from the CBD.
Yeah, so people can keep their jobs.
You're not gonna you're gonna pass drug tests when you take this stuff, but I really do. I love it post workout, man. It's phenomenal. So check it out. Link in the description below. All right, guys. So the sad time has come. We're gonna say bye to Jake. It's been real, bro.
It has, man. It was good seeing you, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for picking me up and driving up. That was a fun time.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to see you go to work at Murder Ball.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna be in the Olympics. What year? What year is that?
2024.
2024. You're gonna France, baby. I'm going to France. I'm gonna go watch in France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
I'm glad you got to see Pax-Man again. We miss you, bro.
I don't know, man. I'll be back. You gotta come back up.
You're a true friend, bro.
You too.
Yeah.
You too, brother.
I mean that. I love you, bro.
Love you too, dog.
Yeah.